Okay, so next on the docket is going to be doing a mod pack with LinuxGSM. It's pretty much identical to the last video, but there's like just one slightly different step. So I guess I'll bless y'all with repeating last episode for the most part. So we'll just add user. This is going to be my GregTech server, so that'll be the name of the server. Oops. Okay. So let me create a password real quick. Okay. And then all this will just be blank, it's not important. Give me one. So, yeah, just press no. Oh wait, whoops, my bad, I meant, oh shit, I had to kick the cats out of my room, that's how you know. Alrighty, now we're gonna switch to GregTech. Whatever you want to name your user, it doesn't really matter. So, we are going to repeat last step, so to make things a little bit more easier, you're going to want to use this command. Let me get it real quick. You're going to want to do this command. This will add the architecture for 32-bit support. I also do recommend, if you don't have it, to get gcc-multilib as well. That should help as well. So now we are going to make sure you just pull up LinuxGSM off of Minecraft, off of Google, and then you'll get this command. So just put that in there. MC server install. So there's a chance we will get a little error here. We'll see if we do or not. Yes. So I already have all the dependencies, but there will likely be some stuff you have to install. Just copy and paste the little thing you need, and it'll work. Alright, there we go. Yes, install was successful. The dude must have fixed the bug I had last time, but we're chilling. Yes, go ahead and send statistics. This is open source. You might as well help the dev. We're gonna go ahead and start this server just to make sure it'll run. Go ahead and open up the console. Yep, seems like things are working. It's creating a world. Gonna go ahead and let it do its thing and just have it do all this, even though it's not really gonna last. Okay, yep. You can do Control B D to get out of that. This also says it right here, so just make sure you read. So now we can do this, so we can go to server files. Okay, so we're gonna want to delete a few things. We're gonna want to delete. We're gonna do rm-f, which is remove, and then -f is force. So it'll forcefully remove things. So this means you could fuck shit up. So be careful. So we're gonna get rid of Minecraft.jar, and we're gonna get rid of the world file. And then, oh yeah, what was it? I can't remember it. I think it was -a, right? -r, R. And that'll get rid of that. What is inversions? Yeah, we're gonna delete that too. So like the reason why we're doing this is because when LinuxGSM installs, it's gonna always install the most recent version of Minecraft. So we wanna, more than likely your modpack's not gonna be on the most recent version of Minecraft. So everything is deleted, but we got Wayla and we got all the basic stuff. So this is where your part will deviate. I'm going to black that out. We're going to go over here. So, since I'm doing GregTech, you want to find the server file, so this is where you find it. Yeah, I always recommend doing this one for LinuxGSM 17 or 12. That's the Java that I'll use. It makes it a lot easier. If you're going on CurseForge, for example, you click on, here's the thing. You go down to the bottom right here, server packs, just select the most recent download. So before we move the file over to the server unit and extract and all that, we are going to first check and see what's actually there. So I'm gonna make a temp folder. So I'm gonna start with all the mods because it'll be a good example. And then G directory Greg. Oh wait, server. That's what I gotta do. Yeah. To Greg. Okay, now we go into temp. Now we're gonna extract this, just to mainly get an idea of what's actually gonna be, going on here. Okay, so it already has its own thing. So for this one, it comes with a Forge installer. Not all the time they will, so that's why we're checking this. Most of the time they should come with a Forge installer. And then, yeah, they come with a start script. This is pretty common. I will leave one in the description if you don't have one. However, the reason why I chose this mod pack is because of this very, very important thing down here. A lot of this type of script down here, it comes with a lot of mod packs have that. Let's see, where would you delete, start to delete? So how this works is, you just do while true. Yeah, you just delete all of this, keep the done, but you delete everything else. So basically the reason why is what this does is whenever you would go to stop the server, it'll give you a little message saying press Control-C or the server will auto-restart. And the reason why you want to disable this and get rid of this on the script in LinuxGSM is because it'll break. Because like whenever you are using this command, and you're using this whole thing for it, you don't really want the start script to have auto restart. There's a way to do automatic restarts through LinuxGSM, and I will be covering that in the next episode, so don't worry. So now that we roughly know what we're dealing with, this is for all the mods, which I'm not doing. I knew that they would have that, so whoops. You can actually do you can actually do cd ... to get out of the most, so you can like only go back one. Very useful. So we're gonna check this one out too, just to see what we're dealing with. So here we go. We do have a Forge version, so that's good. This should be very easy to deal with. It also comes with the Minecraft.server version, so that should make this very, very easy. So let's go ahead and check out this restart script. So yes, this one has a very, very similar thing. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably removing this. All of that stuff will go. Not gonna bother right now because we're gonna move this file over. I'll keep it in here actually. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and transfer it over. So we're gonna do SCP, which is secure. Fuck, I forgot what it stands for. It's like file transfer, basically. Secure, or I forgot, protocol, something like that. I can't really think of it on the top of my head. I don't know why. So we're gonna take GT this one. We're gonna take it to Greg Tech at 1.1.80, and then we gotta do home Greg Tech /server files. And I just gotta grab the password real quick. And this will transfer over the server file. Okay, now we can go back over here. So yeah, there's our good stuff. So then we can go ahead and extract that. Let's see. Would you like to replace existing files? Yes. Just do yes. That's fine. Whaley.txt. We'll do no for that because that'll probably end up ops. Yeah, we'll do that. It's not that big of a deal. User cache, whitelist, server properties, yes. Just in case, because there's probably, maybe there's a few server properties that are added on from a mod. You never know. I think that is a thing. I don't know for sure, honestly. I feel like it is. I don't know for sure. So, we are going to still going to do the usual step. Oh, I forgot that I still had this. Hopefully that wasn't too hard to see during that step. We'll go back to here. Yep. Shouldn't have been too bad to see, though. Okay, so I need to pull up this. Yeah, so we're going to do java-jar. Then we're going to take whatever Forge version your modpacks file gave you, or if didn't come with one, just find whatever version the modpack's supposed to be on, and then go download that version of Forge or Fabric. The command's going to be the exact same. Just replace the Forge jar thing for what your Fabric is. You can also just press F tab, and that'll complete the sentence. Okay, and then we do -install capital S for server. Okay, well, as you can see, it didn't work. So basically, good way to tell is if your mod pack had came with the server Minecraft server.jar, whatever version, then you don't need to do the command or wherever it is. Yeah, this. You don't need to do this. But if it didn't, like if we go back to this and we look in over here, we can see that all the mods 9 did not in fact come with one. It could just be because GregTech's really old, so it can come with that, but yeah, so you would have to run it for like this. Don't know why it's highlighted, but yeah. You would have to run it for that. So go ahead and chmod plus X turns a file into an executable. Do that for your .sh file. You might have to do it for everything. You could tell by whenever you do ls, you can see that, like, see this .bat, it's white, but the sh is green. That means it's an executable. So you want to make sure it's green. If it's not, then go ahead. Oh my god, why won't it complete? Alright, well, that. Run that. I'm not gonna bother. I don't know why this won't auto-complete. Maybe I was typing it in wrong. I probably was. But, go ahead and run it. You're gonna get a, you know, everything is gonna load. Should get a, oh wait, I didn't get a world file because GregTech is weird. So we're gonna nano into server.properties. I recommend doing this for all modpacks. We're gonna go back to terminal. Let me look something. What am I looking for? Yeah, I know. I should open this up earlier. Just gotta figure out what port I had this this mod pack on, because I don't wanna have to redo this every time. Okay, well that loads. So go ahead. Well, it already does, but most mod packs don't have flight enabled. It's always false. Go ahead and enable it. Trust me, it'll save you a world of headache. So this has the world name is capital W. That might come in a conflict when I try to add my old world back. So server port down here is what we are going to be changing. Yes, there is automatically, and yeah, see, like, this is the reason why you carry over the server properties file. It looks like he had GregTech that had already configured it. So good thing to do that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So my port for this is right here. Use whatever port you want. It doesn't matter. I was saying, like, on the vanilla server that you shouldn't keep the default one, but for mod packs, I've never really had the issue very much, because, you know, the bots, they need the mods, so that it's normally a little harder for them to get. Okay. So, that's been ran, so we should be able to hopefully run it. Wait, no. We're gonna switch to div. Okay. Then we are going to, I'll add this to the firewall. 25588, yep. The reason why I have to switch users is because GregTech is not a super user, and I don't want to add it as one. Get my password real quick. Okay. So, might as well just not bother doing it through that. So we'll go ahead and go to LinuxGSM config. It should be MC server. Yeah, and then so if we do nano MC server, it's probably blank. Yeah. So do copy underscore default to MC server. And then whenever we work with this, boom. So we don't have to bother with any of this, because all this will be dealt with the restart script. So we aren't going to bother with that. Whoops. So we're coming down all the way down to game server directories. You could also just look it up too. And shoot, what was it? Shoot. I gotta go down here real quick because I gotta grab this. Come back down to the bottom. Then blank out pre-executable. And then add. Damn. Control B, not the strat. Just make sure you copy that correctly or it won't work. So now, this, we should start up Greg Tech. Oh, already running. Is that really true? Try it again. There is a way to kill processes if something like this ends up happening, where you have like a ghost instance of the Minecraft server running in the background and you can't close it. Look up the command pkill. That'll kill all processes of a certain user, and that's what you'll want to use. So at this point, you should be able to just start loading up the world. That's what I want it to do. This should be the next goal. Seems to be working. Okay, so I just went ahead and replaced the world file. I already did that in the last video, so if you want to see how to do that, just go over there and watch that. So the video did end kind of abruptly because my PC crashed for whatever I was doing something else, so it wasn't even around the video. So don't worry. But yeah, so I went ahead and stopped the server and all that. We're gonna go ahead and reboot it back up. And this time I should have a new world and everything. We'll go ahead and redo a little look through. So like, pretty much we're done at this point. Adding a mod pack is really not that hard. It's really when you gotta make your own mod pack that things get a little more annoying. And that's really no more different than just adding the mods yourself and doing all the config files. Like, any little thing that needs to be changed in them, you doing them yourself. That's basically making a mod pack. It does get a little tedious. I did it for a Xms1 server, so I would know. But it's worth it, definitely. Definitely some advantage to it. But it's a pretty simple process to get all this going. You would think it'd be a lot more complicated. Like, there's a reason why I use LinuxGSM. It's like I could use something like Crafty. I've heard that's another really good alternative, but like LinuxGSM just works really well through the console, which is like all I really want. And something like Crafty is really Minecraft only. Like, this is our last Minecraft video, guys. We're gonna be moving on to Rust next, and then we're gonna do an SCP server. So yeah, there's a lot more that you can do with LinuxGSM than just Minecraft. So that's what I really like about it. And I don't really see a point in using a different server manager just to run one of the games that I do. The fun part is really when there is no server file. I'm trying to get a mod pack for that. It is very annoying. You can do it. I just recommend, downloading the mod pack for yourself and then taking all of those mods that are on it and putting those onto the server. And then maybe, well, config files you don't really need to transfer because that gets downloaded whenever you run a server. Okay, so yeah, this is something that runs whenever, I forgot about this. Yeah, it won't let you run any commands in here. I forgot about that. we're basically done. I'll cut back whenever I'm about to boot up. Basically, all you need to do is, if you run into this on Greg Tech, it's really whenever you have like the server crash or you're loading up an old world like I am, you got to just add this argument to the what is it? You just need to add it to the start script. That's it. It's pretty simple. I'll be back. Okay, so I just went ahead and replaced the world file. I already did that in the last video, so if you want to see how to do that, just go over there and watch that. So the video did end kind of abruptly because my PC crashed for whatever I was doing something else, so it wasn't even around the video. So don't worry. But yeah, so I went ahead and stopped the server and all that. We're gonna go ahead and reboot it back up. And this time I should have a new world and everything. We'll go ahead and redo a little look through. So like, pretty much we're done at this point. Adding a mod pack is really not that hard. It's really when you gotta make your own mod pack that things get a little more annoying. And that's really no more different than just adding the mods yourself and doing all the config files. Like, any little thing that needs to be changed in them, you doing them yourself. That's basically making a mod pack. It does get a little tedious. I did it for a Pixelmon server, so I would know. But it's worth it, definitely. Definitely some advantage to it. But it's a pretty simple process to get all this going. You would think it'd be a lot more complicated. Like, there's a reason why I use LinuxGSM. It's like I could use something like Crafty. I've heard that's another really good alternative, but like LinuxGSM just works really well through the console, which is like all I really want. And something like Crafty is really Minecraft only. Like, this is our last Minecraft video, guys. We're gonna be moving on to Rust next, and then we're gonna do an SCP server. So yeah, there's a lot more that you can do with LinuxGSM than just Minecraft. So that's what I really like about it. And I don't really see a point in using a different server manager just to run one of the games that I do. The fun part is really when there is no server file. I'm trying to get a mod pack for that. It is very annoying. You can do it. I just recommend, downloading the mod pack for yourself and then taking all of those mods that are on it and putting those onto the server. And then maybe, well, config files you don't really need to transfer because that gets downloaded whenever you run a server. Okay, so yeah. This is something that runs whenever... I forgot about this. So I thought I'd come back real quick because I just realized that we did forget to delete all of this. So make sure you did that. Don't want to leave any extra stuff lying around. So, just gonna get rid of all that. You can actually... we can do this a little bit further. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Go all the way to the end. Boom. There we go. Okay, so the world's finally loaded. Just a few mistakes, so... One little thing I want to show you real quick is you actually got to put it on this half of it, not the other half, just in case. No GUI at the end all the time, remember. If you don't have that, it'll just automatically crash on startup because Linux can't load a graphical jar without wine and other bullshit that it just won't be able to do. Let alone if you're actually doing it through the server like I did on part 1. So, well, now that we got it, moment of truth. Let's see. I'm not whitelisted on the server, then of course. It's always like that. And there we go. We are back. Greg Tech is back in action, baby. Good to have this back. Well, that's how you install mod packs. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Almost more simple than making a vanilla server with Forge or Fabric, because you know you gotta find your own restart script and stuff like that. Or your own fucking script. But it's not too bad. Not restart, but that's basically how you do it. And we will be doing a Rust server next. So I hope you have some fun with Minecraft, because now it's time to take a break from it. And you'll have a good day.